political arena. We are going to discuss about political, and here with me, I have a journalist, my friend, is going to help me to discuss about this political. Journalist.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Boniface.
Welcome.
And the entire group media, Brazil Media. So my name is David, journalist. Actually, I'm a journalist. I was a student there in multimedia, but currently I'm a journalist working at TPM TV and as part-time Ramogi TV. Yeah.
Well, welcome, journalist David. Here we are going to discuss about, I know, upande wa politics, umebana nini, so we want to was about this politics. So I'll start by asking you a lot of questions. I hope you are ready to discuss with me.
Yeah.
So viewers are ready to see and to hear, to give us their ears, and they will listen to us at the head of the comment. At the end of the discussion, they will comment, maybe they will share their comments, their likes, So the first question will be, why do you think Raila had to lose the AU chair?
Mr. Boniface, that question is somehow coming tricky. You know, right now we are not of the fact, but maybe media is a place where if you just mess up, things can be turned against you. Raila losing AU chairmanship bid, it's not a big issue. To me, it is not a big issue. It is something, if you are prepared for, if you are prepared for disappointment, you don't get disappointment. But you see, Raila losing AU is something, there's something behind that. And that, if you see, when Raila did his best by, he tried to campaign. In fact, he uses a lot of money doing the campaigns. So Raila losing AU, there's something like, I think there's something behind that. Yeah.
What do you think? I thought there's a lot of ones coming from people on Yambi wanasema vipi kura zimeibiwa nini. Do you think like because I know Ruth to support him so much in these campaigns of
Let me tell you. But the election itself, it was rigged. Yeah. You see, when we started the counting, Raila was on the top. That's the first round. Second round, followed by the Djibouti man, Yusuf, then by Richard. So from the second and the first and the second round, now it's there when things now started turning against us. But there you see, when even if you just try to think about it by yourself, it is not something. How can you win for the first and second round? But you could have not been declared the winner due to for you to be declared the winner, you have to at least have registered at 33 votes or 2/3 of your supporters. So you will not be declared the winner. But how could he? That's my question. How could he top from the first and the second? Then from there, they started losing simultaneously.
So you think the election was rigged?
Yeah, election was rigged.
But you know, the elections was secret ballot, so I think there's a lot of security.
But you know, before we came to election, the SADC, that's the South African membership, they call upon for their supporters to support Richard Mandrea. They call upon for the support. So you know, Richard Mandrea, but it's Richard. That's
okay.
In the foreign affairs for Madagascar. They called their support to. They called their members to support him. So you see, from there, I can see that there are some people who are maybe they were given some amount of money for them to support that one. You see, yeah. So I see from there I can justify that the election was rigged. How can you call for your members to support another guy and yet the election was not yet?
And something that is surprising me, you know, Raila was even hakuskia and then ilikuwa kama kitu cha kawaida.
Baba is someone who you cannot compete. Actually, by him losing that, it took his something as well, and people expected that he would the media would say that let's now go for protest. But when Raila said that I have a lot of things back at home, and I'm very so committed. I'm going back home to carry out my duties as usual. Yeah.
Do you think, do you know Raila hajaikubali kushindwa, lakini mbona alikubali kushindwa?
No,
I think
Raila could, you know there's some things that, see, as we are focused, Raila is focused. And if you see, Raila, in fact, to me, I was in between two blocks. If Raila, what if Raila could won the election? You know, Raila being in Kenya, in political arena in Kenya, is also another mode. Is also, Raila is only one person who can put the government in check. Only Raila can be a watchdog to the government. Others are just roaming the seat.
But imagine Raila, imagine Kenyans politicals without Raila. Imagine the politics without Raila in Kenya.
But of course, even if he could won the EU chairmanship, you could not have forgotten us at least. But we also have some upcoming. You see, someone like Babu Wino. Babu Wino as now is trying to become a new kingpin. Yeah. If you are trying to watch him kill, Babu Wino is also doing great. And I know, but if given a chance, he will deliver. Those are people who we trust on, and those are the young people who can maybe take the footstep from Baba.
But do you think Owino can be the president?
This Babu Owino can actually won the ground. If you see on the mountain, the people from the mountain regions, they are backing up Babu. If you see Nyanza, Western, everywhere. So Babu has the ground. Yeah. So Babu can do it.
Ndio Babu Owino alijulikana tu wakati wa maandamano ya Gen Z.
Not
From
really.
there, have you had
No,
him again?
no.
Have you had
Not
him
really,
again?
not really. Babu, up to now, even Babu, if Babu steps into Nyanza, a crowd of people can be there. Sure. Babu, even if he just make a statement right now, Babu, you can't. Babu is doing great. Yeah, that's only one who can mobilize Gen Zs.
But I know only Babu can do well with the support of Baba. Unajua Baba na Owino wanapanga kitu kimoja.
Yeah, exactly. But Baba, but let's leave that story. I know there's something I'm trying to bring out of him, but I want to deliver it today. But I promise I will give it out next time.
So I would ask another question. Do you think after Raila now came back home so strong, do you think she'll go to vie for a seat again?
Raila, though Raila himself, right now what is going on, Raila is moving here and there, collecting some advices from people, some opinions from people, whether to back up Ruto or to maybe to prepare and go for 2027 election. So right now, up to now, Baba has not yet decided on his political move. Yeah, Bado is still there, but what Baba said is that we have to stop abduction. We have people of Kenyans must be served. So Baba has not made any something that we can now say it's something biased to the Ruto. Ruto tried his best, and just like the other day when they were in Mombasa, there's a statement recorded that both of them promised to work together.
But nasikia nusu mkate. This thing will not work. You know what? Do you know politics? It's a tate game ever. Ruto anaweza jifanya like amekuwa rafiki na Raila, but on the other hand, Raila amgeuke, and this man can vie for a seat 2027.
Okay, this one will only happen when Ruto changes his mind. But of course, if Ruto decides, if it is nusu mkate, then Ruto can step out of the state house and gives him the room. But only that can stop Baba from vying from 2027. And minus that, I can't wait to see Baba in ballot paper and winning the election.
Baba akishiba anasemanga yote ni
Baba, I can't wait to see Baba in the ballot paper, and he will made it. He will write. Actually, if you look now the ground now, it is either Ruto or no Ruto. It is only Ruto. And if you look, many people are not on the government side. That's the fact. They are against the government. And if we find someone like Baba, who was that prominent, He can really do it.
But I know nimesikia like nikisia si Matiang'i anataka pia kwa for a seat ni. What I know, no one can come and take out or remove Ruto from the seat. But you know, Ruto ni mjanja sana. Hakuna mtu anaweza kuja amtoe kwa kiti apart from Raila.
But you know, you will get surprised. Ruto might not do the 10 terms. You know, even Matiang'i can say Matiang'i, according to Gen Z, Gen Z are trying to understand Matiang'i can do the best. But to my side, remember when there's a, I can't recall it well, but Matiang'i also has found himself in some political scandals. Yeah, so though Matiang'i is trying to be somehow strict and reliable, but you know, in government, in politics, just like you said, it is a dirty game. When you don't have that meat on your mouth, you try to be so clean and so spiritual. But once you have grabbed it, no one is willing to leave it. So even Matiang'i, I can't say he can deliver it. Yeah, I still cannot say. But some Gen Z are trying to support him, being that, you know, when Matiang'i was in security and when he was CS for education, cabinet secretary for education, actually tried, and there was somehow some transparency in his work. Yeah. So
you know what you are trying to see now in Kenya now is to see who is not a corrupt person. But do you think that we can get a leader who is not corrupt in Kenya?
No, corruption in Kenya. We cannot end corruption in Kenya.
You can't say that Matiang'i is not corrupt or Raila is not corrupt apart from Ruto.
But Matiang'i, if you have been keen on his speech, Matiang'i can somehow do away with the rate of corruption. But ending corruption in Kenya is somehow tricky. It's somehow tricky. Like, you know, the corruption, it starts from ground, and we started from ground, and from the ground it goes up to the top. Yeah, so you see, if you want to end it, you have to start from the ground.
So hello guys, we have discussed our politics on arena, and thank you for listening to us. You can maybe hand about your comment at the comment section there down. You can maybe unatoa maoni yako. Next time we'll continue with our discussion about corruption and how to choose a good leader in Kenya. And bye. Thank you for your watching.